Did you know that the orca is one of the 3 species of organisms on planet Earth that experiences menopause? That is not the only special mammalian characteristics they share with humans. They are also the genius of the oceans. Orcas are especially famous and loved for their high level of intelligence, which is often compared to our closest relatives, apes and chimps. The animal is also extremely playful, teachable, and curious. Scientifically known as Orcamus orca, the more common name, killer whale, is often used by English-speaking scientists. There is a notable difference in the size of male and female orcas. The female orca is usually smaller than the male and could grow up to be 23 feet or 7 meters long. The male, on the other hand, could grow to be much longer, measuring up to 32 feet or 10 meters in length. That is almost as long as a standard school bus. An orca could weigh up to a stupendous 5,500 kilograms or 12,000 pounds. In order to grow to such incredible lengths and amass such weight, scores of years are required while living much longer in the wild than in captivity. In captivity, a male orca lives to be just about 17 years old, while the female lives to be around 29. In the wild, however, they can grow to be 50 to 80 years old. In fact, some scientists believe that some could grow to be 100 years old. A typical example is an orca tagged J2, or fondly referred to as Granny. First photographed in 1976 by Dr. Balcom in the Salish Sea, the project was already 40 years old before she was declared dead in the latter part of the year 2016. While the age of Granny is still a dispute, as some whale researchers believe she was over 100 years old, some even categorically say she was 105 years old. However, according to a National Geographic report of a recent biopsy conducted, other researchers peg her age at between 60 and early 80s. The bottom line is that the lifespan of orcas is quite long. Orcas exist almost worldwide. They can be found in the freezing waters of both the Arctic and Antarctica, and also in the warm tropical waters close to the equator. However, they prefer cold waters. They have been around for the past 11 million years, which is no surprise that they exist in myths and legends of various coastal ethnic groups around the world. In fact, there are reports of whales working in mutual beneficial fishing ventures with local fishermen in the past. National Geographic records at least 2 of such mutual relations as having existed. One is reports from the Bering expedition, which cites Kamkadel, currently eastern Russia. Another is Twinfold Bay in Australia. In both and all other recorded cases, orcas would often herd and even sometimes injure large fishes while rustling the prey within an area where local fishermen could easily catch the fishes. Eden Killer Whale Museum, Australia, documents that there were reportedly 3 pods of orcas numbering up to 50, led by an orca named Old Tom, which assisted fishermen in their fishing expeditions as far back as the 1840s. The menu of an orca is divergent, but strictly based on the group or pod, ecotype such an orca belongs to. Orcas feed on a wide range of animals including salmon, octopi, rays, squid, seals, sea lions, seabirds, walruses, penguins, turtles, otters, and other large whales like humpbacks. Through the work of the Canadian researcher Michael Bigg, scientists identified 2 distinct subgroups of orcas: the resident southern orcas and transient orcas. While all orcas love to swim long distances and dive deep, the resident orcas are usually less migratory and are picky eaters, feeding only on certain fishes. They are also less aggressive. The transient orcas, on the other hand, live off a variety of animals like seals, sea lions, penguins, etc. They have fewer pod members, which could be as few as 5, and are more migratory, traveling longer distances. When their paths cross with the resident orcas, they tend to avoid them. The more aggressive transient orca is often referred to as big killer whales. They have a ferocious hunting reputation which earned all orcas the title of killer whales. Their uncanny hunting strategies have been described as being very similar to wolves. They are often known to toy with their prey sometimes, while teaching their young how to hunt, and sometimes simply for sport. Their playful nature, 4 inches or 10 centimeters long teeth, incredible speed, and exceptional intelligence makes them a dangerous predator. If you thought the great white is the king of the seas, think again. That title deservedly belongs to the orca, which is the true apex predator of our oceans. Possessive of both brains and brawn, they are dangerous, hunting in pods like packs of wolves. As a result, they have no natural predators except, of course, the species called humans. As to whether they are endangered, the International Union for Conservation of Nature lists the orca as data deficient due to the fact that there isn't enough information and the possibility that there could be other subspecies that are not yet known. However, the southern resident orca has been categorized as an endangered species by countries such as Canada and USA. Orcas pose no threat to humans in the wild. The fact that they are called killer whales does not mean that they are human-hunting monsters. There is no doubt that they are a dangerous species. They are bigger than humans in multiple proportions. They have long teeth and are highly skilled, ferocious hunters. There are valid reports of orcas having caused the death of humans, but by orcas in captivity. A notable example is the death of Dawn Bronchot, a Florida SeaWorld trainer, whose death was said to have been caused by the orca Tilikum. Researchers say this is a product of the negative toll that boredom and stress of captivity had on the orca. Whether born in captivity or in the wild, all orca have the innate desire to swim long distances. On the average, orcas swim about 65 kilometers, 40 miles, and diving 100 to 500 feet, 30 to 150 meters deep several times a day, every single day. A marine park does not offer this required freedom. While orcas in the wild have no record of human fatality as they deliberately choose not to attack humans, the deaths caused so far by those in aquariums are a cautionary lesson to be careful around these giants. Orcas are highly intelligent animals with which we share several unique features. They are the genius of the ocean. They are the apex predator in the water. They go through menopause, and they have sophisticated cultures passed down across generations. With such comparably similar traits that are rare to find in other species, hopefully the hunting will stop so they can thrive for the next millions of years to come. Given the orca's gigantic mass, they could easily eat humans, but choose not to for several possible reasons. One of such reasons could be that they stick strictly to the menu they were introduced to since birth, and humans wouldn't be a sustainable food source since we don't live in the water. So why add us to the menu? A more popular opinion is that they consider us intelligent species and have come to realize that we play a big role regarding their survival. So they play nice and consider us allies. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, ring the bell notification icon, and comment below. If you're interested in more exciting videos about the most fascinating animals on our planet, then click on this playlist to watch all related videos. You can also subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss any new videos.